As a team, yeah, we're just at our wits' end.
Christine Sinclair is one of the greatest soccer players to ever play the sport and has been instrumental in helping Team Canada's women's soccer team reach new heights, which includes the country's first ever gold medal in soccer at an Olympics. Sinclair and her team are in the middle of an ongoing labor dispute with Canada Soccer as they prepare to play in the She Believes Cup.
This could be our most important fight that we ever have as national team players, and it's one we're determined to win.
The team is fighting for pay equity and against budget cuts. The CSA spent $11 million on the men's program in 2021 and $5.1 million on the women's team, a notable disparity considering the women's team have played in 7 consecutive World Cups since 1995, and the men's team qualified in 2022 for just the second time in 36 years.
How is it that during a time where both the men's and the women's program are at their peak success historically, and interest in soccer has not been greater? How are we having budget cuts?
It's been a disastrous year for Canada Soccer. Last summer, the men's team protested over World Cup compensation, in which they also asked for a joint contract with the women's team with equal compensation for match fees.
I think when your employees repeatedly demonstrate that they feel like you don't care about them, it's kind of hard to have a sterling reputation.
The women's team originally threatened to sit out of the She Believes tournament, but Soccer Canada threatened legal action, so they are reluctantly taking part.
The players are not in a financial position to be able to sit out a protracted strike and have to pay legal fees in order to deal with being sued by their own federation. So they are playing these games that She Believes in the United States under protest.
At practice on Wednesday, they wore their uniforms inside out to hide the Soccer Canada logo. Their first match is against the U.S. women's team, who after a 5-year battle against the U.S. Soccer Federation, recently won a legal dispute for equal pay.
We're with them 100%. We obviously know, exactly what they're going through, how difficult that is, how difficult it is to do all of that off the field and have to perform. So any way that we can, support them.
The head coach of the women's national soccer team spoke about the emotional toll.
It's supposed to be the most exciting year of their careers, and to start the year like this isn't great. But I think more importantly, on the pitch, you lose training sessions. You have players emotionally drained. It's been draining and emotional for myself too, just trying to navigate the difficult circumstances.
In a statement this week, Canada Soccer said in part, Canada Soccer has committed to negotiating a comprehensive collective agreement with both of the players' associations of the women's and men's national teams. That agreement, once concluded, will be a historic deal that will deliver real change and pay equity in Canada. They also added that the women's team were not and are not in legal strike position under Ontario's labour laws. While they may not be able to go on strike now, the women's team can legally take strike action in April. For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.